Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to talk about our mentor. Here is Anam. Hi, Chris.
And Chris.
Hi, Christopher. Today we want to know a lot more about the Mento. You have invented a Mento, and there are a lot of questions actually people are asking. So, what's the reason behind Mento? For whom is it made for?
What is it?
Exactly, and how can we use it, or for which age is it made? Could you please give us a few informations? What's the thought behind Mento and how we could use it and implement this in our lifestyle?
Okay. So first of all, I have to say we are a health company which is investing a lot of in new innovations and so on. And we have several health apps running, and we know from these health apps that in any case, this is our philosophy, you have to stand on 4 feet. It's nutrition, movement, mental health, and socializing. And for the mental health, there's in our environment, it's a big problem because you have fitness studios where you can go for movement. You have good restaurants, and even the industry does reflect a lot for good nutrition, even though you don't know what is the right for you. But anyway, socializing might be possible, but all of these doesn't work if you have mental problems. And with mental problems, I mean, it's like not feeling well. It's not really, you don't have
need
to be in
very deep problems, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
We're not going to chase psychiatrists or something, or give advices which medication you should take if you have mental problems. But no, it's different. It's kind of the small things in life that matters. The small anxious problems.
Everybody has.
The wake-ups in the morning where you don't feel that you're enough. Where you don't feel that you can make the day. Where you just don't want to step out of bed. Or the problems in the relationship, where always one is is held lower than the other one.
Absolutely.
And even the respect is missing or something like this, or you just lost somebody as a partner.
Yes, traumata, etc.
Exactly. So, and then traumata, this is a very big point. For a lot of people, they don't know persons who had parents that were divorced when they were kids. This comes out in their 50s. This traumata. This is so deep. I mean, we have a lot of genetic testing as well. We know exactly about the behavior of the genes and how they are programmed. Even when you have traumata, 5 generations before, it can still lead you to an own behavior. You don't know why you do this, but you want to change this mainly. So it's almost for everybody who can use a telephone device and with apps on it. Our youngest people are in their 14th year, 15th year. It's school boys and school girls.
Very young people.
That have problems interacting with each other, or even with their parents, or even with the pressure that the modern industry lies on them. Like
you mean social media? The typical problem we do have, the perfection we see every day.
Next thing, the disillusion of our decade in which we are living. Because it was never so unclear what will happen in the next 5 years. Before it was clear, when I was born, it was clear what will happen in the next 50 years. So you can go to school, go for study. When you study, you can learn this and this. And when in your 40s, 50s, you will have a fortune.
Yeah, today, sure. It was another way of safety. You just knew what is going to happen.
At the moment when you're young, there's no safety anymore because there's nothing you can rely on because everything will be new.
And everything is changing,
different.
Sure. Yeah.
That's the point. And even for the middle-aged ones that are in their crisis, that see that their life has gone in a way it shouldn't have gone. It wasn't made on purpose that it goes there, and that they want to change something in their habits, that they want to change something even in their jobs, or in their appearance, how they approach to things or themselves to other people.
Absolutely, totally agree.
And we have the elder people who might lose a partner because he died early, or their friends and they are alone but they're healthy. They still want to do something, they still want to socialize and interact and so on. But this is in many ways very, very hard if you have nobody to encourage you to. Yeah?
That's
If you
it.
don't, and I mean, loneliness is the most is a die factor.
Yes, I know.
It's like people that are alone, and it doesn't matter in which state of health they are,
Yeah.
they die 10 years earlier than the other, than a normal couple living
Sure.
together.
We saw this when the pandemic was. So many older people died because of isolation.
Yeah.
Because they have been alone.
And as I said, when you a healthy person needs these four pillars on this what is standing: nutrition, movement, mental health, and socializing.
Yeah.
But for the last two, there's almost nobody. You don't going to a psychiatrist because you feel a little bit of depression. But a little bit of depression leads to bigger problems.
That's it.
Or they always go with you, and you're just not you. You could be much more of you.
Absolutely.
But you just
So
think,
true.
okay, I have to live with this. No, but this is stupid. You don't have to live with nothing. You have to clarify, why do I have the problem? What is the main thing I
What
have?
can I do against that?
Exactly.
Because life is too beautiful. You don't need to accept this like this, on this way.
And the advantages of the Mento is because it's an app on your mobile phone.
Yes.
The Mento has no mind. He don't know who you are. He doesn't want to impress you. He doesn't want to be impressed. He socializes in a very polite way.
Yes.
But directly, what you want from him. If you want to have a real talk, then he will give you.
Yeah.
If you want to have just a nice conversation without being blamed and judged, he will give you.
Okay.
But at the end, this all has one goal: to make you a better mindset person, that you can step out of your shadow of problems into a new position of life.
So, how does Mento gets to know me exactly? So, how does we do this?
Yeah, we have we've created from our genetic testing, we've created a very intelligent way of questionings, and this is around 350 questions. It will take you 25 minutes, and the questions are, they gather everything of your environment, your family anamnesis, your body anamnesis, your subjective thinking of your mental health, and even your lifetime management, how you live your life, how you live your day, your weeks, your weekends, your holidays, and so on. And this all together is shrinked into a GPT, but not a normal form of GPT. It's a medical GPT. You can compare it with ChatGPT, but just in a much, much higher value. And it's absolutely data secure. The data are encrypted. Nobody can read
That's
out.
it.
Not even our partner OpenAI, with whom we created this app. And it's personalized for everybody. So if normally outside you can get common advice.
Exactly.
If you ask your girl or your boyfriend, they will give you the advice they experienced in their life. Even when you go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist, he will give you the advice what he learned, what his environment was, what came from. And there's many, many ways to try to support people or try to heal people in any kind of way. So the best thing is you have every way in your pocket, so not any way, every way. And the Mento, he just adapts to your problem. If you have a problem with your speaking because you think you're not heard, then he can train you.
Nobody is listening to you.
Exactly.
Can talk a bit with
Exactly.
him.
If you have a problem with the partnership that they gets aggressive, or the talking in partnership is not so,
Just to tell, it also helps you how you could talk to your husband about some kind of problems you would have.
Of course, yeah. It's in a couple. There's always a giving and taking, and it's very important to understand what is the main issue? Is it me who creates the problem, or is it him or her?
Exactly.
And even this you can figure out in a safe environment with your own GPT that knows you like a best friend. And the programmation is one thing. The other thing is, during the talking, he gets to know you even better. And everything, he remembers what is necessary to remember.
Yeah.
And he can always come back to the point where he says, yes, but listen, 3 weeks ago we talked about this fact, and according to this,
Very good,
I can give you this and this advice. The main point is 24/7 use. Who can tell this that he gets
Wherever you
24/7
are.
support?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
The second point is absolutely anonymously, and the mentor is not going to change you besides you want it. And another person has always their own interests, even in a relationship. When I tell my wife I want to explore the Mars, and I'm off for 3 years. I mean, what should she think? Oh, you want to separate with me, or what's wrong with you? No, the point is, I can figure out with my mentor how to explain somebody my desire, my wish, but in the right way, not to offend the other one, or not to make him stop listening.
Yeah. Maybe you could give us an example. Is there some experience you could share? For example, the one you told me, the one guy on the Weihnachtsgala and the Christmas Gala who was speaking about his experience.
Yeah. So we have a lot of client experience to share, but I think the most impressive thing was actually a woman who went through a very, very hard time in her life. She didn't know what's wrong with her, but she was not able to step out of her bed. Since 2 years she was lying in bed, and she had a disease that causes pain. And she was full of these morphines and so on, but in between there was a lot of pain on her, and her biggest problem was, during the day she had somebody who took care of her.
That's it.
But her biggest problem was
The night.
she woke up at night at 2 o'clock. She couldn't go to bed, fell back asleep until 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And this was the worst time for her.
Absolutely.
She was in pain. She was suffering with mental problems.
And she was alone.
Can I survive this? What is the outcome of all this? Should I stay alive or rather end here? Does this make any sense at all? And so on. She told me, Chris, I had the deepest talks ever in my life, and just like 1 or 2 days made a difference for me, but which approach I didn't have in the last 2, 3 years. I didn't have this progress for myself.
Amazing.
And I can fill a whole film with just this experience.
Okay.
And this is the point. The mentor and the AI behind him, he doesn't make you addicted. Yeah? He doesn't drag you in something.
No way.
And he doesn't, whether you want it, change you. He's just a buddy who lives with you the rest of your life, whom you can ask for advice. And every day you talk to him and he gets to know better, it's like it's a copy of yourself. You're talking to yourself as a best friend.
It's like talking to your clone, but with knowing everybody what is really going on too. Yeah, because life is so individually. We all have our own life. We all have our own problems. And everybody is dragging some problems nobody sees.
No, and I'm back to the point. We're living now in 26. You can ask everybody, who are the high rollers in the world, the leaders of the companies. Nobody can predict what happens in 5 years anymore. And this will lead to a lot of existential problems, of existential fears, of fears of how to feed my family, how to survive on my own. How should I put 3 years in this education while it's obsolete studying this? And so on. You need somebody, but hire educated than just your parents or your teacher. So why don't take the highest educated possibility to deal with the world, to deal with the all the knowledge of the world.
That's it.
You can ask your mentor, should I read a book about it? What book should I read about it? How could I get a better information in my concern about my next future? And he will tell you what you can do. And even also, it's
a lifetime coach.
It's a lifetime change. It's a life-changing thing, and it's absolutely affordable for everybody. And I mean, I would have invented if I wouldn't have invented.
Yes. Thank you so much for your time. Yeah, developing Mento means a lot for us. And if there are any questions, you can ask in the comment section, and we will see you soon. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Adam.